bye.
This Chase Lucas stock is going to the moon, baby.
Bye, 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 bye.
Bye, bye, bye. Derek
Spinny.
Barnes.
Stock up or
Does
stock
the
down?
Hindenburg ring any bells?
And he delivered.
He delivered.
Bye, 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 bye. This guy's nonstop competitive, man. And you just can't get rid
So
of him.
he's a better player. Top
Bye, bye,
guy.
bye,
Step
bye.
through the
Get in
roof,
now, baby.
Get in now while you still can.
I'm feeling froggy and elite, man. Detroit Lions stock watch after preseason. So what's going to happen here? Sus, if you can keep with us on this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to name a Detroit Lions player that participated in last week's preseason game. And I want to tell you, is it stock up or is it stock on the decline after his performance in this last week's game? I'm going to start with Chase Lucas, and I'll put that in the chat for you, Sus. Chase Lucas, Vinny.
Chase Lucas?
Stock up
You're talking
or
about
stock
Chase
down?
Lucas? The stock's going up. You're going to buy in now.
Bye, bye, bye.
Bye, bye, bye. This Chase Lucas stock is going to the moon, baby. No, but so we have a video for this.
You got to get the poll up.
Yeah,
bro.
it's... I am going to buy Chase Lucas stock.
Okay.
I think Chase Lucas stock is going up. We saw him make some nice plays in the preseason game. We saw him have a nice interception that we will show you very soon. Today at camp, this guy is a long-range corner. He is a guy that's played a while. So I'm excited. Here's his interception at camp today. It is off of David Blau, I believe. And it's from Khalif Raymond, though. So he goes up there and he takes it away from him. That's a nice play. You see his guys.
You got to keep up with.
You see his guys backing him up. You can keep that playing for a second. Don't just give him a little tease. That's the tease, bro. You see his guys dapping him up. You see everybody. Even Tom Kennedy, the offense, walked over there and shouted something out in his ear. You see him go up there and pluck it out of the sky, and he's playing the ball there. That's what I like, is he's not face guarding the receiver. So you know he's got some size on him. You know he's got good ball skills. Like Chase Lucas, buying that stock. It's going to the moon, baby. Give me Chase Lucas stock.
Bye, 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 bye.
Bye, bye, bye.
Yes, Chase Lucas, stock up. Bye, bye, bye. We've heard he's had these moments at camp. I've seen him have these moments at camp. We heard Amon-Ra St. Brown, a guy who was highly competitive and came to this league just bursted out into a star once he started getting some PT. He said Chase Lucas was his mortal enemy back in AZ State when he was at USC. Chase Lucas came into this league more polished than your average rookie because the guy's 25 years old. I think he's a four-year guy at Arizona State.
He was.
Doing his damn thing. But he's got a family to fend for at 25 years old. You got to make it, buddy. I think he's a lot hungrier than most guys we see coming to the league. And not questioning guys and how hungry, determined they are to make the team, make the league. But Chase Lucas, more than others, he's a 7th-round pick. Literally the last guy we took in this draft. You and I said we didn't think he was going to make the team. Here he is competing, maybe, dare I say, second-string slot corner.
He could be. He's up there. He's making a push for it. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw him go higher than that.
Bye, 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 bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, man. Derek Barnes.
Derek Barnes?
Stock up or
Does
stock
the
down?
Hindenburg ring any bells? This is a weapons company that doesn't sell weapons. No,
What?
it's from Iron Man.
Okay.
Sell.
Stock down.
Stock down for Derek Barnes. We saw him. Dan Campbell was raving on him, say he's making improvements, say he's going to be a good player. I still think he has time. Obviously, he's a young guy, so he has time to improve. But what we saw out of him in that first preseason game, I didn't like. He missed some plays. I think he can come in there and he can be a guy eventually. He can get better. But right now, I think he's trending down because we had him a little higher than he might have should have been. Looking at training camp, listening to these reports of Dan Campbell saying he's improving. But I'm gonna say down for now.
100%. I mean, I'm with you. Sell.
Does the Hindenburg ring any bells?
No, but sell, Derek Barnes. Now, I'm not. Look, this is just a segment, guys. Stock up, stock down. I'm not telling you he's not going to make the team.
Yeah.
I'm not telling you he's trash. But it is year 2 of the Derek Barnes development. And he's behind the likes, and I'm a high upside of Malcolm Rodriguez, but he's behind the likes of Malcolm Rodriguez when it comes to the depth chart or comes to getting a green dot. And I know he got the green dot last year, but don't forget that was that COVID week. We really had 26 players out due to flu and sickness or COVID, whatever it was. You know what I'm saying? That's the day that Derek Barnes got the green dot. Other than that, year 2 is just I want to see more by now. At least more than our 6th-round pick, Malcolm Rodriguez, at that point. I mean, I haven't lost faith in him now. Again, it's only year 2.
Yeah.
And
no, he's still got time to improve.
100%. And I think one thing people have to remember, too, people voting stock down or saying that he's trash, this guy's a 4th-round pick. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he was expected to shatter the world or just make groundbreaking expectations better than what we thought he was going to be. So Derek Barnes is, for me, stock low. And at one particular play, if I may, too, we saw Malcolm Rodriguez, and I questioned, like, why do you run that blocker? Well, I come to find out, call up our boy Scott, he says that's an outside zone. He's supposed to take that in case the linebacker bumps out. What happens, Derek Barnes wasn't supposed to try to cut underneath the center he did on that play. He's supposed to go over and either just power through him or make the damn play. But Derek Barnes, for me, stock low. And I want to say one thing. The point where he was talking about Derek Barnes in that press conference, he was asked about him particularly, and I think he was, just saying it.
On the spot.
Yeah. I don't think Derek Barnes out there, making names. All right, moving on to the next. Tom Kennedy. Stock up, stock down.
Shooting up to the moon. This Tom Kennedy stock is about to explode out of the market. You guys are going to want to get in now while you still can. No, I don't think Tom Kennedy is going to be this game breaker, but his stock is going up. We saw, he's preseason Cooper Kupp is what people were calling him. This guy was out there. He's making plays. He's making catches. We know he can be that gadget guy. We saw him throw a touchdown to Khalif Raymond last year. He is a guy that can come in and make some plays. Now, I don't think he's going to crack the starting rotation of receivers or anything like that because this receiving core is so deep and so talented. But if you bring in a guy like Tom Kennedy to the 52-man roster, he can be he can be a good piece. He can be a possession guy. He can be a little white boy receiver that we know the NFL loves.
Well, he got me all right.
Like how Danny Amendola played well here when he was here. Like how Wes Welker, obviously, he's not to that ilk yet, but he has similar facets to him. Julian Edelman, if he becomes a Super Bowl MVP, nobody will be happier than I am. I'm not going that far yet, but Tom Kennedy showed that he can be a legitimate wide receiver 4 or 5 in this team. This team, when everybody's healthy, he can be your 4 or 5. So I'm going up on Tom Kennedy's stock. I think he's a solid guy who can make some plays when you need him to, and when he's called upon, he's not going to mess up.
Spencer Monroe Raxter, I forgot your middle name. Spencer Morgan. Bye. I'm buying Tom Kennedy's stock, man. I want him to make this team so damn bad. I know he did last year just based off the will and heart that he showed, and he continues to show it this year, both in camp and onto the preseason game. Before we head into the game last Friday, we did a poll. Who do you think is going to lead this team in wide receiving yards? It was between Khalif Raymond or Khalif Raymond. I gotta say the enunciation right. Khalif Raymond and Tom Kennedy. I think we both picked Tom Kennedy, if I'm not mistaken, and he delivered. Bye. This guy's nonstop competitive, man, and you just can't get rid of him, even if you wanted to. You're like, he's Tom Kennedy, but he goes out there.
He's making plays
time after time again, and I think the theory is brilliant. Like Drake said, if you got it, you got it. If you ain't got it, you ain't got it. Tom Kennedy's got it at this point. This is 2 years in a row. He's coming to camp to showcase himself, and I think he should be rewarded with a roster spot. I'm buying Tom Kennedy. There's a spot for guys like that in the NFL. We see it in Chris Hogan. We saw it with Wes Welker. Listen, I Googled Tom Kennedy's 40 time before we were back. It's 4.5. And then I Googled Cooper Kupp's. Big comparison. I'm not trying to, you know what I'm saying?
He's not Cooper Kupp.
Cooper Kupp, 4.6. Tom Kennedy, 4.5.
So he's a better player.
Get in now, baby.
Yeah, no, it's
fantasy draft round 1. Tom Kennedy.
Tom Kennedy, wide receiver 1 this year. No, I think he can be a piece. He can be, like I said, a wide receiver 5 on this team if that's what it comes to. So I'm excited for him. I think he should make the roster.
Yeah.
You can use him in special teams or something if he's not in offensive packages. And people get hurt in a season, so this is a guy that can fill in there. So let's start on my lists since you just went through all 3 of yours like that.
Oh, I thought we were just naming names. Go ahead.
Stock up or down? The man, the myth, the legend, Kirby Joseph. One of our draft picks did lead the team in tackles in that first preseason game. What's your stock rate at?
Kirby Joseph, I'm going to sound like a slappy, but buy. I'm not going to buy. I'm not going to scream it. You know what I'm saying? The market is speculative. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to buy into Kirby Joseph. I think he had a couple moments.
Market is fickle.
Yes. Whatever that means. But thick market. Woodward heavyweight, you know what I'm saying?
Fickle.
Fickle. No, man. I think we saw a play where I don't know if it was a second drive or it's before they scored. They had a one-on-one situation where I'm just used to Detroit Lions secondary players not being able to make a one-on-one tackle.
Yeah.
Kirby Joseph, as a rookie, made that one-on-one tackle. Now, it may have been his fault that the catch was made. I'm not 100% sure as a safety, but I also know he's a third-round pick. He is a safety. The secondary is one of the hardest things to adjust to in the NFL. Speculative market, but I'm buying. He's going to take some time.
I'm buying too. Yeah, like you said, speculative market. This is a deep dive. This is like we're talking crypto here with Corey Joseph because we don't know what he's gonna evolve into yet. Like I said, every time we bring him up, they said when they drafted him, it's gonna take some time for this guy to become what we want him to become in the NFL. But he did lead the team he had five solo tackles and 1 assist. Like the guy went out there, he made plays, he looked good. Yeah, he did, get mossed. No, he didn't get mossed, but he let up a touchdown. But that's just going to happen in the NFL, especially for a rookie. So I'm not mad about that. But yeah, I'm with you. I'm not dumping all my assets into Kirby Joseph stock, but it's going up. I'm going to buy. I'm going to buy.
Yeah. And might I add, Dan Campbell in his presser today said, I asked him, I don't know if they specifically asked him out of the rookies or young guys, which guys impressed him most out of that preseason game. But his first answer was Kirby Joseph.
Yeah.
Kirby Joseph above all. He said they've been really tough on him in practice. The number 2 was Malcolm Rodriguez.
Yeah.
So I'm buying.
Anytime you're in the same ilk as Malcolm, I'm buying.
100%.
But our next guy, very hot topic, very hot commodity.
Okay.
Around Detroit Lions fans everywhere.
Okay.
We've been waiting for this.
Sheesh.
We've been clamoring for it. The people want to see it.
Who this?
Jeffrey, middle
Dahmer.
name Okudah.
Jeff Okudah stock.
Jeff
watch.
Okudah stock. I don't think you can get a cheaper stock on this team right now than Jeff Okudah. Maybe Tim Boyle. But Jeff Okudah stock is probably at an all-time low right now. He's bottoming out like Tesla did right after the split. So where are you at with Jeff Okudah stock?
Where you at?
Where you at? You know where I'm at. Where you at?
Where you at? Jeffrey Samuelson Okudah the third. I'm buying. Dare I say? Only 2 pass attempts on that first team defense. Both were caught. One of them on Jeff Okudah, but it was one of those football is football, man. Sometimes just luck just happens. It's one of those nasty ones. Cordell Hodge, former Detroit Lion,
out.
Just slid it and caught that one shot out.
That was a great catch.
Yeah, it was a good catch. But look, Jeff Okudah still made some those one-on-one tackles. You love to see it, and he beat out Harris for the job. At this point in time, he's CB2 on this team. And so, that made me worry at the beginning of camp, but obviously he beat him out to be on the field, and he showcased it in a little bit of run defense. Now, I'm not telling you he's going to be the greatest cornerback on our team, but he did beat him out, and he did showcase himself a little bit during the game, so I'm buying.
I'm buying as well.
Ooh.
I'm buying some Jeff Okudah stock. Buy. No, I'm strong buying.
Strong buying.
Ooh. Like I said, the Okudah stock is probably at the lowest it's been. As you pointed out, he played well. He made some good tackles. We saw him come up and make it. First of all, clamp to Kyle Pitts. There's one play I watched that made me okay, that clamp to Kyle Pitts, stop the route. So Mariota has to tuck it. He starts running. Jeff breaks off of Kyle Pitts, steps up, makes the tackle on Marcus Mariota. Great play. Doughboy Steve says it in the chat. He had a good game for not playing in a year.
100%.
So it's it takes a while to get back in that shape.
Tore his Achilles. Another guy on our team who tore his Achilles. Still on the pup list right now, and Romeo Okwara.
Jeff Okudah stock going up. It's rising. I'm buying in now. I hope that he can, like I said, my hope for him this season is that he comes out there and he shows he can be a cornerback in the NFL. I don't expect him to play at the caliber of a number 3 pick right now. That's out the window. But if he can come out there and he can lock some guys down, he can play well, I'm good with it. I'm buying Okudah stock. I think it's going up.
I see a comment chat from JD Pesto. I like the name though. Pesto. Says Harris is terrible. Well, Harris is okay as a cornerback, and just baby steps, man. He beat Harris. That's good. That means he's better than Harris. We need him to be better than Harris. You want him to be better than Harris.